I shave my head. Um, why did I shave my head? Let's get into what? Yeah, why did I shave my head? Honestly, I don't know. I think I think I needed like change in my life in terms of like I think everything just felt so monotonous. Like when you go to college and like for me at least, I'm like in the same building. I've been in the same building since my freshman year. And I feel like if you're in the same place, at least for me, being in the same place for 3 years straight definitely started like making me feel like I was in some type of like simulation, which in my head everything's already simulation, but like a simulation that I was aware of, but and like more like the more I was mentally aware of the fact that I'm doing the same thing over and over and I can't change it, it just started making me feel like I need to do something. Like I I would get piercings every year. I'm kind of out of space, but cause and I'm not gonna go too much up my ear. Like I don't want to do more helixes because I feel like I wear my headphones all the time. So I did this side. I had to retire one from here, but anyways, So I felt like piercings wouldn't be the next step, and I think like to me my piercings signify a different change, more of like a I feel like they're more of a oh, like I'm accepting myself in a way. And then I feel like the ultimate act of self-acceptance outside of like how I like present myself to other people was like cutting my hair. But I think like in the moment, and I think like throughout my life, like my entire life, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna cut my hair. Well, I feel like I would say that off the fly all the time. But then, I was just sitting with my dad. I don't know. I just been like going through and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair. Like, I think I gotta cut my hair. And at the time, like, I was like, bro, like, what if I'm going through like some manic episode? Like, like my eyes were like, what if I'm just tweaking, right? And I think the more I thought about like cutting my hair, like I started thinking about like, okay, like who are the people that are gonna stop talking to me because I'm cutting my hair, or like what are people gonna say about it? But I think like I had to listen to the idea that, or listen to myself and the idea that it's just something that needs to be done without like a reason. And I know that contradicts the whole point of this video of me saying why did I cut my hair? But I think like when I reflected on it more, like my feelings started to make sense of like yeah, I wanted to use it as like like a filter in a way, like what am I gonna filter out of my life? But then at the same time, I wanted to see like I just like test my mental fortitude. Like maybe not test my that sounds well, like I wanted to see how much my hair meant to me. Like or like I know that it was a big part of my identity, I guess. Or it was a big part of how I saw myself. I wouldn't say my identity because I think I was just starting to learn how to do my hair, and it was just starting to grow. And I think that's maybe one aspect that's like slightly less frustrating, more like annoying because I had spent all that time growing it and I really like I finally figured out how to grow my hair. But then I think like my hair like the more I think about it, I'm like my hair wasn't even that important to me. I think I wanted to portray an idea of myself that would be accepted to compensate for parts of me that already doesn't fit an ideal, like my personality or the way I talk or like the way I am about specific things. And I felt like my hair is like a shield for that. It was like a, like, I don't know how to describe that, but something that, yeah, and I think that cutting my hair was a way to remedy that in a way. And honestly, I like not having hair. It's pretty like it's pretty fun. Like I just put on clothes and like I know I'm gonna look the same every day. I don't have like a bad hair day or good hair day. Like it's the same hair every day. And I think like maybe the only thing is like figuring out when I need to like get it cleaned up or whatever, like on the sides and stuff. But overall, it's not like that crazy. Uh, I don't know, I really enjoy not having hair. I think I'm allowing myself to be more serious. Like I think when I had hair, I wanted to like kind of offset maybe the like my personality, which I think is pretty like in my head I'm pretty serious and very like not that I'm like a downer, but I'm just very like I don't know. I think serious is probably the way I would describe my personality. And I think that like shaving my head kind of allowed me to lean into that more, that seriousness, that not that I'm trying to enter like a comfort zone because I think like taking risks is what makes you feel alive. So like the more you're out of your comfort zone, the more you're living, you know? So then like I feel like it made me feel more of who I felt I was in my head type of thing. I don't know. And like why am I recording this video, right? Like that's a like I'm asking myself this now. Why am I recording this? I think like I don't know, the more I thought about my family and like who we used to be like when I was younger, I felt like it would be interesting to see the contrast of like how I've developed mentally over time, physically, like my hair, like my style, like am I who I wanted to be when I was younger? And also I just wanted to get more into like filming stuff. I feel like I have like a lot to say. Actually, I don't think I have a lot to say, but I think I have stuff that I say in my head that I I don't know, I feel like it'd be interesting recorded. But yeah, I don't know. Um yeah, cutting my hair is a good decision. I feel like and I just like I feel like I know myself. Like oh, like I know who that is. I look in the mirror, I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm not, you know? But yeah. But yeah. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how my life goes from now. But yeah. Well, that's my video. Well, wait, do y'all want to talk about anything else? Not right now, I don't think so. But yeah. Okay, bye.